UCLA, this is how your colleagues talk? Goodness. AI that goes through this and that. Oh my god, my goodness. Didn't they say... Excuse me. Literally, excuse me for it takes me down to pay attention to my shows. Say that air conditioning, it's AI generated. Yeah, that's what they say. AI generated. So you pull a Denny's basically, and mind you, the Denny's in San Gabriel Valley. I was like, they did me really dirty. They knew that I didn't get any Airbnbs, and like, just insane. Like, I was just so tired, and yeah, basically, like, they just wouldn't take the order, and they waited until, like, I really went to sleep, so that way, you know, I can get the cops called on me, because they're falling asleep at the Denny's. If the Denny's in Westwood wasn't already bad enough. And I was like, oh, man, I guess, even though you could keep a job, you could go to school, I don't know, at that point, work in politics, but not really. I'll give credit to the politicians. I'll give credit to somebody else. I wouldn't want to give credit to police, especially what they're pulling while I was editing those last few videos. Because I was at Cherokee Property after my appointment, and yeah, I made those videos. And I was like, man, they're like, what kind of cops came? So 2 regular LAPD, then like 1 pair of sheriffs, and then it's actually funny with this UCLA nurse because, excuse me, she's like making faces like, you're a halfway cop. You're a halfway cop. Your second job is your hobby is being a cop. I don't even care to act like a cop with these people, but at the same time, like, kind of got that list. I mean, if it saves children, maybe just a decent amount, might as well put it out there. And at least attempt it, even if I don't succeed in anything. What else would I be doing? Just talk about AI and stuff. She wanted to say, like, what? That UCLA is using AI now to, like, look over your medical information and all this and that. Yeah, I would bet. I bet that is what you do, UCLA. Your students get caught up on 2-bed page or back page or 2-bed. to Backpage or Backpage or TSS course, I don't know, list crawler or something, right? Your students will probably get caught up being on these websites, and they already have been caught up. Right? They already put, that screenshot plenty of times. And yeah, you probably would use AI to like surveil, students or just like patients that you just have a lot of healthcare information from, UCLA, you operate like Instagram, you operate like Instagram, like you literally like let people use your services, and like boom, your data got leaked. Got Instagram radar. Like I never used Instagram. I didn't use any social media, so they're pretty good and safe, But well, actually, that's not really true because that's how I got in trouble with those traffickers. Whether it's black, non-black, Hispanic or white, Asian or Hispanic, Senior or East Asian, and European to non-white and anybody in between. And yeah, she's just this UCLA nurse, just miserable woman that wants to be like egotistical and like wants to make fun of the fact that like you medically entrap somebody, you psychiatrically abuse somebody, first off, Kanye's like the biggest and best example. Once I keep mentioning that, eventually people are going to be wondering, they're going to be like, what the heck, why did they put Kanye West in the psychiatric ward at UCLA? And I'm like, hello? He's in the psychiatric ward while Diddy was literally actually trafficking people. And on top of that, Diddy doesn't even get, those charges added to him. And also, she wants to talk about AI, right? Diddy was friends with Elon Musk. You can literally look this up. I would want to put like screenshots and everything, but it's like, look at what I've already released. It's like a good amount. It's like a good amount of the list. And just speaking of that, I have places of interest, but I have companies, organizations, and artists. So UCLA, I mean, where should I put you? I just put you at a place of interest. Call it slander. Especially after how they treated me last time. UCLA and what else should I add besides UCLA? I'm just gonna put a slash and I'm gonna put Westwood. We put slash Westwood. Yeah, since that Denny's wants to like turn on the air conditioning all cold on me, UCLA wants to try to psychiatrically abuse me and not give me any medical attention one time. I'll never forget about that. Oh, I think that's why Uber and Alto corporate spy me, because they know some way, like indirectly some way, that I spent $200 going from hospitals ranging from Providence Medical Center in San Pedro, Kaiser Medical Center, which is in Harbor City, which is not too far from San Pedro, but still links away, and then going to UCLA Health, but in Torrance or Carson. And then on top of that, literally from San Pedro, going all the way to UCLA Ronald Reagan Medical Center and getting no medical attention. Yeah, I'll never forget that. Now, so they're gonna try to say, "Oh yeah, you came in, but all your blood work was good." I was like, "No, you're lying. You're lying. You're actually really lying." In fact, I had a tooth that was going into my right sinus, which now you can see, and you can even barely hear it. Like there's something right here. But I had a tooth going into my right sinus. I had MRSA, also known as MRSA. I had meningitis, okay? So two really very life-threatening, technically 3 life-threatening illnesses, because the tooth going into the sinus could cause blood issues and cardiovascular issues, and you can literally just have your life taken, just from a tooth going into your sinus. You can literally have something like a heart attack. I think there's another term to it. What else did I have? I think I had something else on top of that. Pinworms. Yeah, I definitely had pinworms, 100% for sure. Because my room was just dirty as hell, but everybody sees why now. Druggie living next to me. Self-admitting cartel living behind me. No one else living with my mom. To make matters worse, a daycare center. So if it wasn't already bad enough that they could have brandished the kids against me, using them as noise campaigning being, which basically means you're just using people to make noise, whether they're having loud conversations. Kids are screaming, but they seem like they're playing. Or using a dog, walking a dog in front of my yard, maybe my dog bark. Or I don't know. Cars, but not even just driving. Usually they'd slam the car doors when I was living at my mom's house. So yeah, I've had a lot of stuff happen. That's pretty crazy. Being corporate spied or just governmentally spied by these people. Because I actually put out real proof that, their students are being trafficked, and on top of that, they try to detain me for going into a building that, was unlocked and was free to access and, go into and enter. And then they wanted to literally try to detain me. I'm just embarrassed that security lady. It's you sad little rent-a-cop. You need to work for Allied Universal. They do not want to get sued, especially other people. See, I must have had this list for a while because even on my last phone, I might have had some really important information, because they stole my last phone, even though the screen was broken. But not just a little bit broken. It was broken to the point where the entire phone's frame, which is the actual base of the phone, was bent. So the phone was bent and the screen was broken. So I'm like, oh man, must have had something on there, that I didn't really know about. And yeah, it's just crazy stuff to think about. I think things are just gonna get tougher and tougher as days go by. Especially the fact that my doctor didn't want to sign the paper for me to get my Social Security, even though I answered most of his questions right. And on top of that, he was flat out lying to me. He was just like, yeah, you didn't get these questions right. You only got like one to two of them right. I'm like, dude, you were fucking lying. You were lying, and also, you seem just as suspicious as this public accountant. You know, this California public accountant, which is basically representing pay or somebody that can handle my money for Social Security, and him saying that in order to receive his services, I have to get into treatment and therefore do hard psychiatric drugs. I'm like, no, I will not. You could literally just take my Social Security at that point. I don't need to receive my Social Security. I'm literally doing just fine on the streets for right now, and that's why Donald Trump is banned. Because he knows that I got him in trouble, especially with China, and he's just not ready for World War III. But that's it. It's the only reason why. Especially, he's probably in trouble with Australia, but they're gonna really keep that on the low. They're not gonna really say anything about that. Australia Taxation Office, really, in the Epstein List. I mean, that's crazy. But it kind of makes sense because there was a whistleblower for children that were being abused. They said that it was a haven for that. Australia was. I was like, man, it's pretty crazy. Look at this one. It's is it Time Lakia Washu MMA? It's pretty crazy. Anyway, Lake legislative Congress for China, Hong Kong, and the Communist Party. Add some other ones. I added LASDHQ, which is LA County Sheriff's Office. I was like, hey, that kind of makes sense because there's this girl that didn't want to be in police custody. They put her in police custody and then they released her outside from the hospital, and she just disappears. And, she has her life taken, basically. Pretty sure that's what happened. But that's pretty crazy. Algin Army, The Fix, Team Amber, which literally deals with, brain cancer. That's crazy. I don't know why I'm having that. Shoot. I just realized something. So, UCLA knowing my medical records, and they know that what could basically shut me down or whatever. I realized this McDonald's, they turn on the air conditioning, but they turn it on at temperatures depending on whether I'm awake or sleepy, because it's just way too cold right now. I could step outside and it will be hotter outside than it is inside of this McDonald's. So, it's pretty crazy. Anyway. Shoot. Check out this one. Fertility Center in Las Vegas. Crazy. Economic Compassionate District Hall. I don't know what that says, but whatever. Anyway, guys.